Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds Murder on Eridanos. And in the last stream, we pretty much saved everyone here on Eridanos by fixing the problems going on in the Phaeton pilot house. Some really nasty stuff was happening with the computer here that actually keeps Eridanos afloat here on this planet, and it was in a little bit of distress, but I think we got it okay. Now, our business here is almost concluded. Also, we have an amazing new hat just adding to our collection. If we do get a chance to go to the Groundbreaker, I do want to go ahead and talk to, what's his name, and see if he reacts to us wearing a competitor's headpiece. Martin, yes. But we still have to help out Thelbert here with the terror ray trap. He's basically making a giant bug zapper. And we need to see about acquiring all of these pieces. So let's go ahead and travel this way. Now, he said that most of these areas are going to be swarmed with terror rays, but I don't see any over here. Oh, maybe there were, just none that we could actually... Hey there, little guy. And something we can...
volume now.
Yes, indeed. Our pickpocketing skills are pretty clutch, I'd have to say, especially after getting that gun from the slug leader. Alright, looks like there's another one actually inside the pilot house, which I was not aware of. The other one seems... the other piece is over here. Ah. Oh, vending machine power cables just mysteriously appeared. They were not here when we were investigating the murder site. That's okay. Besides, the guy we need to talk to is in here anyway. So it is all good. And back to the navigation deck. I'm also very curious to meet Black Hole Bertie, see what they're all about. Add another suspect to the growing, like, list of Jericho holds of suspects that we have. Suspect number 1, armbar. Ah. Now do we get to test this thing out? The murder is the moss-covered three-handled family Gradunza.
You're back! Any luck finding what we need for the terror ray grounder?
Yep. Here's what I found.
Excellent! I should finally be able to get this thing working. Here, take this. It's the least I can do for all your help against those leathery abominations. Oh wait, there's one more thing. You don't happen to have a pinwheel, do you?
And what exactly do you need a pinwheel for?
It'll help generate electricity as we move through the atmosphere. Plus, all Rizzo's products are supposed to have an element of whimsy.
That explains the color scheme. I'll let you know if I come across one, but no promises.
Great. I'll give you a nice bonus if you bring one back to me.
So where do we go for said pinwheel? That whimsical Rizzo's touch. Oh, it's got a nice little welcome mat. Guess we'll see. And then after that, we'll head to the Wilderness Preserve, where I'm sure all kinds of nonsense is going to happen, because that's the only other section of the facility that we haven't visited. We've taken care of the spaceport, the orchards, the pilot house. I don't want it to end. I just want them to keep on coming out with DLC for this game. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. And Pinwheel is down here, where we were exploring the engineer camp. Yep, that's Pinwheel. I hope to see what this thing looks like fully assembled, Pinwheel and all. I hope it makes a satisfying zap when a terror ray flies through it. Given the competence of Rizzo's employees, he is going to electrocute himself, yeah. It's just a matter of time. Better he electrocute himself with a feeling of accomplishment than electrocute himself trying to fix it himself. You know what I mean? I'm like, at least he's going to get some semblance of, I did it, before he goes up in flames. That is a very halcyon attitude. The game's starting to rub off on me.
You're back! Any luck finding what we need for the Terror Ray grounder?
I found the Pinwheel. Is that everything?
It sure is. I'll finally be able to give those winged monstrosities what for. Here's your pay for helping me put the finishing touches on this thing.
Ooh. You know, sure would hate to see something happen to your lovely machine, though, Delbert.
Me too. And if a few other bits keeps it safe, they're yours. Thanks again for your help, Inspector.
You took that well. So, did I get a new weapon out of that? Force Magnum. I did. I got an epic weapon. 178 damage, special effects stagger, Mag 2 zap type shock. It turns out that you can't have too much of a good thing. So, is there anyone... Nah, it's not a Parvati weapon. That's an Ellie weapon. Yeah, bribing probably is like a normal thing. It's like we're in hut space in Star Wars. You know, I would like to play this game again on my own time. But oh yeah, or Ferenginar. Perfect. I would like to play this game again as a on a melee build to see how different it is. And thus concludes our business at the pilot house. Now my question is, should we go ahead and head back to the penthouse and talk with the boss, Ludovico, speak with the bellhop, find Bertie at the spaceport, or track down the Prophet of Profitability? Nyoko would be handy at the reserve, so it could kill two birds with one stone, while also chatting with Spencer about his antics in the kitchen. Yeah, that's true. Let's go ahead and talk to Bertie first. We'll travel to the spaceport. And then we'll head over there and pick up Nyoko. Because we got a new gun for her. Hey, Monscott, how you doing, boss? Welcome. Oh, by the way, Kath, Raven sent me a link to Spacer's Choice t-shirts. So I think I might actually get one. Just too good to pass up. Either a Spacer's Choice or Blue Sun from Firefly. You're not the best fashion choice. They're Spacer's choice. I think some stuff's going to happen if they have such a long loading time before heading into the spaceport, since we've been here before. I wonder if the spaceport's going to get attacked by slugs. Only one way to find out as the world renders itself around me. Hello, I don't know what happened to that robot. Shame that. Black hole Bertie? Hello? Still sealed. Wait a minute. Oh, I had the wrong quest, wrong quest highlighted.
What do you want?
You black hole Bertie, right?
Not so loud! How'd you know it was me?
You know, I really should have done this with Felix. You know what? I'm gonna load, did we autosave here? Yes, we did. We're gonna mulligan this. I'm gonna go back and talk to Ludovico. We're gonna grab Felix and Yoka, and then we're gonna go talk to Bertie. We need the... Oh, it's either him or Max. Doesn't, like, Felix and Max would be the ones who were all about tossball. So let's go ahead and bring them. Felix hates the Rizzo's team. Yeah, that's what it was. Which makes it funnier, absolutely. Alright, back to the penthouse. Check in with Ludovico. Might as well go ahead and confront Spencer while we're here. See if he has anything new to say.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
I'm afraid she was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
Another thing to take into account here, that these are all women being killed. Do we have like a Halcyon Jack the Ripper thing going? Well, whoever murdered her used the needler.
The needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel.
Hey, Arrow.
Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
Well, was she important to you?
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that.
Well, let's go ahead and change the topic then.
What can I do for you?
I looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
Well, I'm about to disappoint you, Administrator. He's got an alibi.
Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
Helen was making money for Cedric, so I doubt he has a motive for killing her.
No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Well, sorry to disappoint you, Ludovico. He's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
I'll be back. Yeah, he seems so pleased. It's almost like everyone's too perfect. Everyone's guilty until proven innocent. No, it's like everyone's guilty, you just have to figure out what they're guilty of. It's a Cardassian enigma tale. I'm really glad you got your first shot, Arrow, by the way. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Spencer.
If you see Black Hole Bertie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joke.
Thank you, guys. Max and Felix. Oh yeah, we're making sure that Felix is sitting here wearing his least favorite team's uniform. That's awesome. We should put him in the hat. Should we put him in the hat? It's only fair. What are the stats on said piece of headgear? Block 10, Inspiration 10. That's nothing that I would need. Let's do... What did I have him wearing? Is he just wearing Rizzo's Rangers Tosser uniform? 34, Dodge 10, Weapon AoE radius compared to 42 Range Weapon Skill 5. Is it the same armor though? Ooh, this one's got stuff on it. Oh my god, it's got a sign. I didn't even notice that. It has wings. Okay, you are... So this is happening. Let's go ahead and put on our normal gear. And good old Felix will be representing the good folks at Rizzo's. He can shoot me later. A signed tossball stick. Yeah, we're good there. What about Max? What's Max rocking out? He's rocking out like all the science weaponry. That's his bread and butter. We haven't got any science weapons. It's all been just legendaries, for lack of a better term. Oh, sorry.
Cedric Kincannon, murderer of Halcyon Helen. Yeah, I could see it. I could see him carving those words into a plaque. He was torturing a guy at the time of Helen's death? That's his alibi? Come on, boss. It's like he wants you to find him guilty.
Max?
Cedric is quite the circumspect individual. Unfortunately for him, he's not as smart as he believes himself to be, and that may very well lead to his downfall.
I could not have waited another instant for your presence. The Canes and the Canids, Act 2, Scene 6. I played a love-struck janitor. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I've learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel, Spencer.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I have security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
Uh-huh.
I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
Okay. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Let's head down to the lobby.
To the lobby we go.
I'm gonna go talk to the chef again just to see if he has any new dialogue. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab Nyoka. Oh no, we're not. We're gonna go talk to Bertie and then come back here, grab Nyoka, and head to the nature preserve. Gotta do everything in its proper order. You feeling any side effects other than a sore arm, Arrow? Okay, this way. Sore arm and exhausted? Well, that could have been worse.
Hello again. No new reservations have opened up, unfortunately, so I can't make anything for you right now. You have a look that screams, I have something to ask you about. Well, please, ask away. I have no problem with questions. Why would I?
You seem pretty wed to your craft there, chef. Where were you in the kitchen at the time of the murder?
No. As it so happens, I was down in the employee break room. I wasn't taking an unsanctioned break, of course. I was merely fetching ingredients.
Alright. So tell me, what's it like being a hotel chef?
I prep dishes day in and day out for guests, and while I doubt their palates are refined enough for my flavors, the work is rewarding. After all, I can take pride knowing that I simply am the best cook this side of Halcyon. No one else can even hope to compare.
That's all for now. He's very sure about that. It didn't seem like a boast necessarily. It was just kind of like, hey, that's the way it is. I think that's going to be more than reasonable, Arrow. Here's hoping, at least. I guess the question is going to be, you know, if CMN wants to keep on doing ELU and all, you know, it's just going to be about details and logistics and all that. My primary concern is that they just decide to make ELU an online thing from now on. That's worst case scenario to me. At least in terms for all the experiences that we've had there, you know. If that happens, then we'll do our own ELU. As far as I'm concerned. Alright. Well, I think that they're always going to do that, Kath, because the online thing was something that a lot of people dug. And they'll do the online component every year, but I hope there's the physical one. If that happens, then we're going to change it to ELD, Extra Life Defiant. Extra Life Renegades. Rebel, rebel. Well, let's see. Oh, yeah. Bertie. So I guess Spectrum Red is for the working class. I wish they would have, like, this is who Spectrum Black was made for. This is who Spectrum Violet was made for. Yeah, Black is the higher end. For sure. Which, if you think about it, if you've got the brain slugs in brown, if they basically catered it to all of Halcyon so everyone could get it, that had potential for... Oh. Actually, now that all of these robots have died from completely natural causes...
Staying out of sight.
Oh, dirty shower. Feels bad, man. Looks bad. Howdy. Oh, this guy had a nice little carrying case for his drinks. Or her drinks. Nothing else here. We're gonna go ahead and clear this block. Maybe we'll find some lore or something hidden here. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of items. Fortunately, we seem far away. It won't be an issue. Yeah, you should definitely play it, Arrow. Just make sure that you get the Peril on Gorgon and Murder on Eridanos expansions. It adds so much to the game. Oh yeah, they are like Motel 6. Tom Bodette should be an NPC here. The flux capacitor! Wait, where's the toilet that Doc Brown hit his head on? That's awesome. What a nice little Easter egg. Let's play Outer Worlds with time travel. Seems legit. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought that was a poster we could steal. Okay, we've never had this conversation before.
What do you want?
But it's Bertie Holcomb. Black Hole Bertie. The Holmeister? The Hack Attack.
Shh! Not so loud! How'd you know it was me?
Thank you, Felix. Yeah. Do you have any idea how many tossball posters your face is on?
That's what the disguise is for. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
Incognito, you mean? Actually, good law, man. You think these people don't recognize you?
Well, they ain't talking to me, at least. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
There are many types of intelligence, Mr. Holcomb. For example, your expertise on the field. Your hack attack is nothing short of brilliant.
I'm pretty sure Max is being, what's the word? condescending. Bertie's plenty sharp. You can see it in the way he plays.
Like, save it for the ship, boys. Yeah, save it for the ship, boys. We're here to question Bertie, not scout him.
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer. So, how do I help?
I'm really glad we brought both of them. Hey, Vito. So what exactly were you doing the night Helen died?
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers.
What?
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
Preserved? Oh, right. Yeah, he was drunk.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
So where exactly did you go?
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Preserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, stolen her.
So the woolly cow on the VIP floor was your doing?
Oh, wow! That's real clever of you to figure out. Helen would have liked you, I'd wager. Say, is the cow okay?
Oh, she's probably fine, Bertie.
That's good. I hope she doesn't have a hangover or nothing. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, 'cause I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Would anyone from the pilot house back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
And did you find it?
Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
So what exactly did you do?
Long story short, I got out of there. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
Well, I know you weren't exactly sprinting for the Sunday zone. Where'd you go?
I didn't know where I was going, but my legs took me straight to my friend's... to my... fridge... Raider.
You know, having a witness only benefits you. Unless you have something to hide.
I don't. All we did was talk, I swear. It's just, I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
Oh, who should we have play bad cop? Felix or Vicar? I think Felix, because Felix hates the Rizzo's Rangers, right? Alright, Felix. You're a bad inspector. Just like in the serials.
You want me to intimidate the hack attack? To disrespect the Holmeister?
Oh.
Boss, I'm a Ranger for life.
Okay, never mind. Okay, that's his, favorite team, then. Never mind. Well, I see how that could be a problem for you.
I can't believe I'm doing this. You want me to be the bad inspector? I'll be the bad inspector. But if I end up rattling Bertie and we lose the pennant match, that's on you.
You know, I've never seen Felix this assertive, Bertie. You might want to start talking.
That's assertive? Are you... Is there some other Felix you're talking about?
All right, that's enough. I'm doing the talking here, Bertie. Sir. So, don't look at the boss. Look at me. Oh, hell. He's actually looking at me.
Oh, what the fuck, Felix? I'm counting on you here.
Hey, go easy on the kid. This fella's your boss? Does he talk to you like that often?
Yeah, all the time. He's the boss.
Do you two have some issues you need to sort out?
Forget about the boss. You and I ain't done yet. Who did you talk to, Bertie? I want names. And don't you lie to me, or so help me law, I'm gonna...
You're gonna... what? You kinda trailed off there.
I'm gonna... lose a lot of faith in you. I looked up to you. And now you're on the run, and they're saying you murdered Halcyon Helen?
I would never hurt Helen. I didn't. And I'm not on the run. Ah, jeez, kid. Don't say that. Please don't say that.
Yeah, he's bad cop is disappointing fan. Let's just cross our arms and watch.
I used to have your poster up on my wall. I wanted to be just like you. Now you're hiding out in a bar because you might have murdered Halcyon Helen, but you can't be sure because you were too drunk to remember? How could you do this to your fans, Bertie?
Oh, hey.
I always wanted to meet you. Now I kind of wish I never did.
Law, kid. You know what? You're right. I'm letting you down. I'm letting all my fans down. And that's not right. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
Oh, Auric. You mean the alternative medicine dealer? That Auric?
Yep, that's the one. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Jeez, you had a bad time lately, huh, Bertie?
Yeah.
Alright. Helen's data pad is actually key evidence, Bertie. Tell me it's not your only memento of her.
No. It's okay. Let me just... Helen sure did have the prettiest handwriting.
I'm sorry about Helen, Bertie.
Yeah, me too. Sorry. Here you go, Inspector. Hopefully they make more sense to you.
Confirm
I
Bertie's
couldn't make heads or tails of them. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
Thanks. I'll take a look at them.
Okay. And listen, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it could be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble.
I'm sorry, Bertie, but it's better if you're not involved.
I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for anything else?
Got a few more questions first.
What do you want to know?
About Helen.
What about her?
What was your relationship with her like exactly?
Look, you and me, we both know I'm a big dumb tossball star, right? That's what I'm good at. Rizzo's knows it. The fans know it. Helen, she saw me as more than that. She saw someone who had more to offer than big muscles and a signature black hole stomp. Being with Helen was magic. She was magic. There ain't good enough words for something as special as what we had together.
So why exactly did you two break up then?
I wish I knew. Must have been something I did. At the picnic, Helen just kept saying she didn't want to drag me into her world. Maybe one of the higher-ups in motion pictures was giving her trouble over us? I don't know. I tried to understand, but I don't.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Joe DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe. Actually, it's like similar shades. You got the baseball star and the movie star. Did Helen have any enemies?
Rival actresses, maybe? I don't know too much about the motion picture industry. Except for Helen's pictures, obviously. Those I probably know by heart. Seen them about 100 times each.
Well, actually, let me ask you something else then.
What do you want to know?
About Ulrich West, your medicine man.
Yeah?
What exactly is his deal?
Ulrich's a businessman. He sells stuff you can't get elsewhere. You know, alternative stuff. We're talking sort of science, crockery, whole supplements.
Okay, he's not the guy here in the bar. He's the one who's hanging out there with the modular places. I see, and why would someone buy whole supplements?
Maybe putting effort accelerators in your body isn't always the right call, you know? Maybe there are other options. Maybe I don't take all the accelerators Rizzo's pushes on me.
I get it. You want to keep your fringe medical opinions on the down low.
People get worked up about this kind of thing is all. Not that my personal business should be any concern of theirs. Yeah?
And where can I find him?
Ulrich hangs around the spaceport most days. Since he's not here at the bar, he's most likely over by the buy-a-bunks at the shipping yard.
So what exactly is it like being a famous tossball player?
Tossball was, is, and always will be the greatest game in the universe. And I would give it up in a heartbeat to have Helen back.
Right. So why'd you have the mascot pull that little stunt over the recording in Helen's room then?
I remember sending her the recording, but law, I was halfway to Preserve by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking suspicious.
So I found the recording, Bertie. There's nothing incriminating on it.
You listened to it? What'd I say to Helen? Did I sound drunk?
No, not at all. It was, very sweet.
Thank the architect. I hope she heard it. I don't want the last time she heard my voice to be when I was all angry at the orchards.
I'll talk to you later, Bertie. I love that his version of the disguise is just the bellhops at. I agree, Bertie is not what I was expecting in all the best ways as well.
What can I do you for?
I'd like to ask you some questions about Bertie Holcomb there, Ulrich.
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
And what exactly makes you think I'm a sheriff?
'Cause you talk like one. I'd like to ask you some questions. No one says that outside of the serials.
I ain't here to bring you any trouble, Ulrich. I just want to talk.
All right, fine. Yeah, I know Bertie. So what?
Heard you taught Bertie some breathing techniques. How exactly do you know him?
He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
And what for?
He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. And then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
What do you mean tossball does things to the head?
Come on. Bertie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart.
Trying to get that CTE. Heard you taught Bertie some breathing techniques.
Yeah, that was me. Bertie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
So was Bertie with you the night Halcyon Helen was killed?
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Bertie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
Alright. That's all for now. We have confirmed Bertie's alibi. Now we gotta report to Ludovico again. Or we do the rest of our stuff over at the exploitation reserve. Alright. Let's just go ahead and do that then. The sketchy criminal type is peddling hydration and breathing techniques. That's the kind of world we live in. Holistic medicine is witchcraft.
Inspector?
Managed to track down Black Hole Bertie, Ludovico.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Well, Bertie's something of a character, but he's mostly harmless. Feel a little bad for him, to tell you the truth.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
Well, he lost his temper at the picnic, but I think he regrets it.
Bertie has always had trouble controlling his temper.
Night, Arrow.
He's responsible for the untimely demise of more than a few tossball sticks at the end of a losing match. It's only natural to be suspicious. Helen's death was violent, and the two of them were close. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Bertie killed Helen?
No, I really don't.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
By the way, Bertie agreed to stay at the Grand Colonial.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. I'll make my report of your investigation into Bertie. Do you have anything else for me?
Oh god, we can say we know who killed Helen? No, not yet. Or a loose collection of photographs and papers. Good lord. Okay. Oh. Let's leave. Got so much here. But I believe it is time.
Aha!
Let's go for Nyoka and... Man. Who should accompany us, guys? Roll for it? I guess we could do that. So 1, 2, 3. I don't want to take Sam. But let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. That would be Ellie then. They make a good squad, the two of them. So I think that'll work out. We just got to see if we, hopefully we don't have anything to hack. But my hackings should be up to, like our next level up should be able to get hacking up to 100. And we were going to swap their guns, that's right. Absolutely. Ellie gets the vodka gun, and Yoka gets just the big hoss, the all-in. Seems appropriate. All right, inventory. Ellie. Well, first Nyoka. Oh, Nyoka. Oh, Spectrum Gatling gun. The science weapon. I actually may want to give that to Max, to tell you the truth. There's the all-in. And Ellie, I'll tell you what, you're more of the sharpshooter here. But you have doctor's orders. That's like perfect for you. You know what? Let's just stick with what we got. It's all about those details. All right, pilot hat. Wait a minute. What's that over here then? Scenic deck? We haven't checked that other area off the pilot house, but it's all right. Do.
Go!
Mm-hmm. They exploded it.
Libations on me, folks.
All right, we good, people? I don't know if it was an explosion or a ranged attack by the worm, but... Oh boy. Looks like access has finally been granted. I already checked all that over there. Yep, gates are open.
Have you seen a...
I get to see this profit of profitability. Let's go ahead and sell our nonsense here. All right, we're still good on most of our stuff. Just want to get rid of those loose weapons. Looks like the bellhop's over here on this little mini island. See, that's where we haven't gone yet. Rizzo's Spectrum, so that's like the vodka factory itself. It's probably like a final location to go to when this is all said and done. We'll get to see how Slurm is made. Hello, Terror Rays. Gaseous.
my sights. Damn, but we're good.
Good job, ladies. Might as well get used to hostile wildlife. Feel that's going to be a recurring theme. Oh. Well, that's handy. What we got here? Tell Dr. Blossom we found more of those specimens. Jenkins had already started excavating the habitat when I arrived. He's been in an unusually good mood since I got here. Please send additional personnel for capture and delivery of specimens to RR and DD. Short circuit? Oh, hello there, special gun. Oh, no! I want a key. Wait, Site 04 safeguard. Alright. So we need to find a safeguard. We don't need necessarily to be safe crackers here. It certainly doesn't hurt, but... maybe it's down here. Next to the bellhop's body. Unfortunate. Got a pickaxe. Oh, there's a cave of wonders. A list of special requests for guests. Some drinks, some food items, and tellingly, a recently fulfilled request for a Farish terror ray bile gland from one Spencer Woolrich. Confront Spencer. Yeah. It seems too easy, though. Oh, Lord.
Here we go.
I just wanted to make you smile.
Oh, got the key. Got worms. Oh, so many worms. Kill them all. Let's Anakin the younglings here.
Don't mess with us.
Yeah, I'm glad I noticed the cave. Rupturing host. Take the pickaxe just for the cells. We have a named weapon to snag. We will not be denied. Holy crap. Alright. Simple solution to a complicated, noisy problem. Keep away from Ada. Is that a science weapon? Because, good God, those stats. Gonna learn today. Oh, it's a rifle. Long guns. Ellie? I know what I said earlier, but you've got to see what it do. You've gotten an upgrade for all intents and purposes. Congratulations on your promotion. Oh wow, this place is heavily isolated from everything else. Hey, a what weapon? Come on, render game. Wilderness Exploitation Preserve. Yeah, looks fine. Completely safe. Bum bum.
Down they go. And that's how it's done, Captain.
Yeah, these weapons are beastly. Holy crap. And these were the bosses from earlier. At least one of them was.
This is Silvio Tran, setting a new record for the Grand Colonial Bellhops Laundry Cart League. If you're listening to this, you're listening to history. And Daltrey, as we agreed, when I win, you're scraping terrorist shit off the windows for the rest of your contract. And you can stow the fear of heights routine because there's no way you're weaseling out of that, pal. Here goes. That's... Move the box! No, not... No!
Ooh. Okay, well... Got, Reverse Wicked Witch of the East. Aw, poor sprats. I don't like killing sprats. Especially these sprats of unusual size. Elevator go up. Yeah, Rizzo spared no expense. No expense at all. Okay. Name the murderer if you're ready. Holy crap. We are getting down to the end of this. Guess the productivity queen. I don't want it to be over. I want more quests. I demand more quests. I think we're probably going to find more quests, but... Also, guys, at the end of this series, whatever happens, we will go ahead and look up the ending and then go ahead and show it to you guys like we did with Peril on Gorgon, so we don't have to play the final quest line over again. Okay, there's people here. I don't know if they're friendlies, but it's something. I like the giant like Lorax trees. Actually, they're tiny Lorax trees, but... Hi.
I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never going to get a sequel to Terror on Monarch.
Oh, hell yes. Show me the biggest, fattest wildlife you've got, Eridanos. I'll bring it home on a plaque.
Thought you'd like this, Nyoka.
Can't believe we gotta deal with marauders on Eridanos.
Woolly cows. Legal hunting supplies.
Excuse me, Gunther. I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you. Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want. Or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back.
Yay, quests.
Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
Well, I overheard your conversation earlier, as a matter of fact. Do you want to explain exactly what's happening?
Seems I'm running my mouth too much. My mechanical Betty up and wandered away a couple days back. I've been trying to track her, but the beasts make it hard. Personally, I prefer my organs inside my body.
Reasonable.
The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself, but like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
Well, what kind of mechanical is your last charge?
Betty's just your standard tripod mechanical, though she probably is still wearing my hat. Without it, she seems kind of naked. Her main purpose is cacao milking, but the only cacaos in the reserve are close. Without a directive, she shouldn't have had reason to wander away from the milking area.
Like those boat buckets need a reason to do anything. It's probably searching the world for more things to milk.
Wouldn't make any sense. Ain't no cacaos out there. Betty's smarter than that.
Well, I'll keep my eye out for any suspicious mechanicals, alright?
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Okay. Take that Spectrum Blue you got there.
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today?
Well, nice to meet you, Hunter. Interesting name your shop has.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. It is a perfectly normal name for a shop dispensing hunter supplies.
Doesn't Hunter Supplies suggest that they're supplies for you, Hunter?
Don't get smart with me. I'm just a shopkeep.
Was this really the best place for a shop?
Where better to sell hunter supplies than in the depths of the wilds, surrounded by creatures that are just waiting to devour you. I've got an excuse, but the Prophet and her retreat don't. And they're even farther out. Prophet said I should gift her some rifles to improve my aura or something. I told her what she could do with her aura. Haven't spoken to her since. But you look like you're smart enough to not make the decision that she'll invariably regret.
She like a Disney princess or something? I'm investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen. You seen or heard anything unusual lately?
Unusual? This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual. But I reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the Prophet of Profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something. But she is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
You know what? I bet we're gonna run into like a manted queen or something here. Let's see what you're selling.
Hunter supplies. Get your hunter supplies.
Yeah? Oh, nothing special. I figure you would. Alright. We're good. Nothing too special. Unless we want to check inside Hunter's store here. Oh.
I'll keep it down.
Hello, hello. Workbench. Hidden secret workbench. Howdy. Okay, that's a lot of energy drinks. I am impressed. Holy crap. Y'all just having a chat? Safety meeting? Well, there is the Prophet. Looks like everything here is on mostly... Well, maybe not. Isabella Essere.
Sorry, but we're a little busy right now. I'm sure one of the other guys would be happy to give you a tour.
Lawrence, do you know who you're talking to? We always have time for the inspector.
The inspector? That's you? I am so sorry. We didn't know what we were doing. We're so sorry. It'll never happen again.
Seems like a strange spot to loiter. What are you two doing exactly?
Oh, Law. It's all over. I told you someone would catch on sooner or later, Belle.
Lawrence, let me do the talking here. Inspector, pay him no mind. I'm sure you've bigger saltuna to can than us.
You two hotel workers. Pretty far from the Grand Colonial.
Normally, yes, but we take guests out on live-action wilderness experiences for additional pay. You know, shoot a raft here, walk there. We're just between tours right now.
Live action? You can shoot?
Hey, I'm not a bad shot. I've been keeping these tours safe for years.
You know, your hands look shakier than a sprat climbing out of a vat of nanospank.
I'm not shaking. I'm trembling. There's a difference.
Don't pay him any mind, Inspector. His upper story's a little gap-toothed, if you know what I mean. But seeing as you insist on sticking your... That is, since you're so curious, I'll fill you in on what we're doing. We, misplaced some people on our last tour. Misplaced them in the maws of some local predators. Now we're stuck here wondering how to get their room keys.
So your guidees were eaten by canids.
Might have been raptidons. I find it hard to tell them apart, especially when my glasses get fogged up.
So you need to give me one good reason then why I shouldn't sell you out to the constables.
Here's one. We ain't done nothing illegal. The guests signed the proper waivers to come out here. Still, it'd be a pain for Slug if we don't make it look like they checked out too. Byzantines aren't always put off by paperwork alone, sadly.
We knew sooner or later this was gonna happen. We've got some hush money tucked away. If you can get those keys for us, it's all yours.
Well, say I got your keys. What's to stop me from telling your bosses what happened?
You kidding? You're welcome to.
Our bosses would want this situation resolved, just like us. We're the real victims here. The dead can't suffer anymore, but we can, and we will if we have to pay for all these lost keys.
You guys look like you need a break, so I'll find those keys for you.
Did I just hear that right? The inspector is going to help us, Bill! Thank the stars!
We're not out of the woods yet. Let's just see what happens before we celebrate. We last saw the guests deeper in the wilderness, Inspector. That'd be a good place to look.
Try not to lose any more guests to wild beast while I'm gone. I love the fact we're a quest hub. The music here actually sounds like something from World of Warcraft. I'm all about it.
Welcome, Captain! Don't mess with us!
Yeah, we're just chopping beef right now. Or shooting beef, to be more accurate. Oh, hello there, Tunnel. What's going on over here? Bad things are happening to the beef, regardless of regardless of the Tool chosen. Oh god, is that a waterfall? Oh, okay, I thought it was a waterfall. I was like, we're gonna do that scene from The Fugitive. Tommy Lee Jones. I don't care! Rizzo's hunter leader.
Commander, you ever wonder why they put lights on our armor?
No, Trooper.
What about these tubes poking out everywhere?
No. Trooper, stop asking stupid questions.
He knows too much.
Commander.
Happy customers are repeat customers.
There's a killer on the loose, Inspector. Step lively.
Brats. You know what? Let's go ahead and stick to our brief here. We can go exploring a little bit later. Okay, there's all the keys. Keys are spread out over there. What about Betty? Where's Betty at? Oh, Betty's just right over here. Yeah. Area is very pretty. The music reminds me of Outland from World of Warcraft Burning Crusade. There's a lot of music like that. Ooh, we're going to take the tall grass here. Bum, 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 bum. We'll get you, Bertie.
Here they come.
Owie. Oh Lord, things are happening.
We're done here.
We have helped Betty. Yes. Hi, Betty.
No cacaos detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Okay. Bye, Betty. Good talk.
They got the drop on us. Perfection.
I guess we should be grateful that it was just canids Betty was trying to milk. That could have been a lot worse. Betty could have headed over to the employee quarters of the Colonial. That would have took some explaining. All right. Looks like we have some sort of facility here. Howdy. Ow. Rude. Oh, am I poisoned right now? Yes, I am poisoned. I think. No, I may be overburdened. Someone set a fire. Oh, hello. Plasma propulsion pack. Oh dear. Oh dear. You know who that's for? That's for Parvati. We're just getting all these just nasty weapons. This is why you explore in RPGs, people. Never know what you might find. You might find a robot milking something he's not supposed to. And then a flamethrower, just a little bit off the path. Well, to be fair, Vito, this wasn't designed for end of game. Murder on Eridanos was designed, I believe, for levels. I mean, don't get me wrong; some of the scales up to us, but I think it's designed to do after Shadow of Gorgon. I think. Don't quote me on that. I guess we're just going to check the buildings. Oh, there you are. Hi, Mantisaurs. I was curious. Okay. Let's go ahead and go. Let's go let the lady know that Betty's okay. I have a feeling there's other quests that are going to send us this direction. Oh, God. It's like, oh, God, loading screen. PS4 Pro. This is probably going to be the last game I play on the PS4 too, guys. End of an era.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again.
Well, one malfunction mechanical as promised. He was trying to milk canids.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one.
Butter buddy?
Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
Alright then. Well, don't let any canids nip you on the way out.
I won't.
I was being nice that time. Utter Buddy. Science weapon. Used to tighten a specific hard-to-see bolt on Happy Dale Farm's milking assemblies. This wrench is strongly magnetic. Just stick it near the bolt and the wrench seats itself. 406 DPS. So many weapons. Oh.
It's Hunter. Hunter. Sakes alive, people these days have no respect for a corporate name change.
Well, where'd Betty go? Is Betty just hanging out with the cows? Or did I miss her? Oh, that's alright. We'll leave Betty to what Betty do. I want to save the profit of profitability, like last, kind of, so let's go ahead and recover some room keys. See what other trouble we get into. Spectrum Brown. Oop. That's one. There's the tunnel. What the heck is that? Looks like a giant, like, cannon. It's like what the space trucker would sit in Alien, kind of. Candy Canyons, huh? Hi, I'm Candy. Of course you are. I hear angry critters nearby, but I'm not sure where exactly. Well, if we need to shoot him, we'll shoot him. Hello, hello. Oh, Lord. Hi, Colossus. Eat that knockout.
That's the last of them.
Hey, Amaranth. How you doing, boss? Good to see ya. Now we're overburdened. So slow. We just have 2 more of these things to find. Is there a vending machine anywhere nearby?
Candy Canyon? Is that because we taste like lollipops to Raptidons?
Okie dokie. Tell you what, let's just go ahead and break down. Some of our gear. There we go. And we're back. God, we're taking on Cactar. Final Fantasy style.
Here we go. Get it up! Get it up! I love a good fight.
We good, ladies? We good. Okay, where was that other one? Right around here. We got a nice, like, desert. Holy crap, are those marauders? No, Sublight Tour Guide. Hiya. You guys are just stuck on the trail, aren't you? Oh, you're
Hey. Down they go.
all that Raptidon meat. And money. Wonderful, wonderful money. Last words of Howard A. Kinsella. Though my wounds are fatal, I, as a Byzantine, must face my death with the same dignity which I lived my life. I hereby enclose the events leading to my demise. A tragic turn of fate separated me from my guides. The duo fled as our party encountered a single Raptidon. The cowards. I, however, drew my rifle and felled the beast, but not before it sank its teeth into my flesh. I imagine I must have been the finest thing it had ever tasted in this wretched place. Perhaps my guides will find me before I pass, though I doubt those simpletons could find their way out of a cardboard box. I believe their names were Larry and Bell, or something similarly mundane. Whoever finds this, please carry out my final wish. Pass on my rating of 1 out of 5 stars to the Grand Colonial. Guides were very unhelpful. Sincerely, Howard A. Kinsella. Rest in peace, Howard. I'll take your hunting rifle, though. For safekeeping, you understand? Oh, God. Not like I'm going to instantly break it down, like now. For parts. Oh. That one's got some stank to it. Pristine. 71%. Ah, it's alright. It doesn't matter. We don't have to worry about money. It's no worries, Amaranth. I was kind of sitting there, like, didn't seem like much of a conversation. Oh my god, some of this is all like scenic backdrops. It's all sets. Holy crap. Protective clothing with safety harness. Wide-brimmed hat. What is that with armor? Yeah, that's why they're not taking folks too far out. That's interesting. It definitely explains a lot. And this is probably where the profit of profitability is. I am correct. Kind of. Alright. Well, let's go get this other guest and go talk to the brother and sister. Rollicking Hills. Lick Hills. The heck? Hey there, big snake. He is thick with 2 C's. What do we got here? You know what I may do before this is all said and done, before the next stream, is head to the Unreliable and box quite a few of these weapons we're not using. Just so we don't have to worry about them slowing us down. Come on, this looks like a place we can actually go in. Or it could be just the giant generator. I'm trying to think what zone in Warcraft had this music. Someone watching, if you know, let me know in the comments of the YouTube. Or in chat, either way. Alright. Like, if we're way down by ammo, that's a great problem to have, honestly. Oh god! Oh. Ow. Wouldn't be an episode without me breaking my ankle. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. The only place we haven't really explored, I don't think, is that area with that one building. Yeah, we could just go ahead and throw those away too. Not much of a need for them. More Raptidons.
Here we go.
Focus fire, ladies. Oh, Lord. Keep her moving.
Nice hit.
Gotcha.
Captain. That's the last of them.
We're good. Room keys have been procured. Go ahead and check out the rest of the... See, if you guys take away, like, elevation, it's very similar to where I live. Okay. Right down to the phony set pieces. Mm-hmm. Those oil derricks are just for show.
This will be fun. Nice one. Don't mess with us.
Okay, what we got going on over here? Wait, we were over here before, weren't we? Yep. Ah. That's nice. It all loops into the same zone. I guess we can't go up there. We're gonna destroy the illusion, the immersion. Let's go ahead and hustle back to the brothers. Or to the brother and sister. Come on. Come on, game. Come on, game. Most unintuitive map ever. There. Yeah, being big circles. Just giant. Yeah, basically it's like a zoo where you can actually shoot things. So let's see what happens now. I wonder if we can sell them out. Holy crap. Just gotta hustle. Maybe we'll see Betty on the way. Tatanka! Buffalo!
Hey there. You find us those keys?
She doesn't seem, but the guide does. Yeah, I have him right here.
That's all of them. You're a lifesaver and a half, Inspector. Lawrence, you got the bits?
Let's see, which pocket did I... Oh, they're in my hand. Here you are, Inspector. We'll make sure to put in a good word with our friends, too. I can't wait to put this behind us.
See, that's why it's like him. Didn't want to kill him. And what are you going to do now?
We'll wait here a little longer and start clearing out their rooms when the shift changes. Not sure what we'll do with their belongings.
Lawrence, we talked about this, remember? What belongings? Anyhow, thanks again, Inspector. Good luck with your investigation.
Uh-huh. All right. Now, let us go meet ourselves a prophet of profitability. And then, we may go ahead and check out that mantid nest that we saw. Gonna sell it to merchant? Nah, I'm good. I can just keep on breaking stuff down for parts. We shall see. Because we've already killed all the wildlife, I don't know how long it's going to take it to respawn. Abandoned Rizzo's bunker, huh? Ooh, we got a dungeon. Alright, so we need to check this big thing behind, depending, and the area with the mantids. And I think this area will be clear. I haven't heard our Arthur say that there's anything that needs to be investigated, so it's interesting. Not heard the soothing dulcet tones of beep beep beep. She's got a Gwyneth Paltrow look there in that photo. I don't know if I've said that before. Okay, here we go. How big of a place is this? I would like a work... Okay, there's 2 floors. I need to repair. Excellent. Uh-huh.
If this is a cult, who am I kidding? It's a cult. Hold your judgment until you meet them. Some of my best friends were from Graham's camp.
Victoria Foxworth? Vending machine? What? Point of interest? Where? Ah. Selling that junk is gonna help. Oh, so much. I can't not sell. Gotta keep the vodka for the collection. Okay, we're gonna keep the lager too. Oh god. Laggy. Welcome. If you're in search of a seminar, please speak to the Prophet of Profitability directly. The messages on this terminal are private. Should you read them, your humors may be thrown off balance. Is your curiosity worth the loss of profits? From Ruth Bellamy. Prophet, I've talked with my agents and they've told me that what I said about your seminars, regarding not taking them, actually lost you about 30% of your revenue for the next 3 months, with future losses projected. When I said I wasn't much interested in attending, I didn't really realize that it hit you quite as hard as it did. Guess that's the price of stardom. Everyone listens a little extra to everything you said. I'm hoping, if you've got space, that I might be able to attend one of your sessions today, as a means of apologizing. I know that notice is short, but I'm hoping you can fit me in without too much inconvenience. Ruth Bellamy. Hey Prophet, Whitaker here. I wanted to ask how that mix of herbs I sent you has worked out. I was skeptical at first about using them for medication purposes, but hell, what do I know about productivity? That said, be sure to remember what I told you. Don't cut the herbs asymmetrically. Hampers the texture. Don't leave them out in the sun, and for the law's sake, make sure you keep the smoke doses small. Last thing you wanted to do is accidentally send somebody into a coma, or worse, kill them. Be smart. Whitaker. Prophet, the other attendings of Tripling Profits through Transcendentalism and I have reconvened, and we're all in agreement. Your seminars are simply top-notch. We've seen a 0.5% increase in each of our businesses in total profit since we attended your seminar together. Of course, with the price of materials, shipping, and other costs involved, it boils down to more of a 0.1% increase, but an increase is an increase. If you ever decide to visit the Grand Colonial, you simply must let us purchase you a round of drinks. Thanks to you, we certainly have the bits for it. Uh-huh. Well, look at this. She's got all of her stuff here.
About time somebody came the hell back. I notice you're not spattered in blood, which doesn't bode particularly well. For you. I hope you're not about to tell me you lost your nerve.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I've been a little loose in the headspace lately. Remind me what I'm doing again?
You better not mean to tell me you've lost your contract. I swear, if you think I'm just gonna... Wait, I don't recognize your voice. You weren't with the other hunters, were you? Meaning we haven't met. Pardon my tomfoolery, stranger.
Tomfoolery.
I see I've mistaken you for someone else. Victoria Foxworth, Rizzo's executive clerical actuator. Pleased to meet you. Might I ask what brings you to the reserve?
I'm investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen. Trails just brought me here.
A professional, I see. I don't know anything about any murder, but you might be just who I'm looking for. There's a particular task that my hunters haven't yet been capable enough to complete. I wonder if you'd have any interest in it.
Go on.
As you may be aware, Slug currently owns the reserve, but it rightfully belongs to Rizzo's. There's an ex-Rizzo's employee currently in possession of the land grant for the entire complex. Insult to injury from Slug, and evidence that this complex is rightfully ours. This particular individual is up there in years. His mind is failing. Leaving the land grant to him is like leaving it in the trash. I would like you to retrieve it.
I don't think I understand why you need my help. Can't your hunters handle one old man?
I would have thought so too, but I sent my scouts out ages ago and none have yet returned. The old man's certainly too senile to be a threat, but it's possible Slug put him under guard. You're not recognizably with Rizzo's, thus it shall be easier for you to get close.
And what makes you say the reserve rightfully belongs to Rizzo's?
You mean you don't know the story? This atmospheric complex was first annexed by Rizzo's. We'd planned a lovely wildlife-themed attraction to be built here. Alas. Due to some backhanded and admittedly shrewd legal footwork on Slug's part, Rizzo's ownership of the complex was lost. Now we rent it from Slug. I seek only to have what was stolen returned to us.
I'll see if I can solve the situation non-violently.
Solve the situation however you like, so long as you bring me the land grant. The target in question lives out in the woods, exactly where I'm not certain. Best of luck.
So that's going to lead us to that cabin, I bet. Oop. Sorry, trying to talk.
I'm going to absolutely murder the next quarterly report.
Or the next quarterly reporter.
I'm going to absolutely murder the next quarterly report.
Penitent man shall pass. Oh god, there's another one.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges.
Mm-hmm.
She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
So, what can you tell me about the retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out, or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Need to be in the new day. You know, for a positivity disciple, you sound a little less than enthused.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
So, I was hired to look into Halcyon Helen's murder. I'm gonna ask you a few questions now.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
Now, the prophet had some kind of feud with Halcyon Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the prophet's fears were.
Spencer Woolrich?
Oh, you must have misheard me. I said high profile, not had profile. Mr. Woolrich comes by much too often to be worth mentioning.
Okay, hold on, let's try that again.
Yes, however...
And who was it then exactly, if not Spencer Woolrich?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Have you noticed any unusual behavior in the retreat lately?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
And where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
That's all for now.
Certainly.
Nice to meet you, Mason.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
You sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
And couldn't you have brought this information forward a little earlier?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
I'll look into it. Good lord, lots of things are happening. Penitent disciple. Ooh, and there's the prophet, huh? Okay, well, before we do... Who are you? Who are you?
Gotta keep going. I can feel my inner negativity seeping out of me. Breathe deep the fumes of revelation. By concentrating on prophet, the prophet says to purge the mind of truth. That hurt?
Okay. Strength through cardio. Cardio through faith. Interesting. Yeah, I agree, Vito. This isn't a cult at all. Heavens no. Okay, should we
She said I must burn away.
check the rest of this place before we... Prophet Disciple Daily Schedule. Awaken at 5 a.m. Praise the prophet, listen to the prophet for 7 hours. 2 hours Sweat House meditation. 2 minutes lunch, 2 to 4, 202 to 4 hot cold training, 4 to 5 stomach purging, 2 minutes for dinner, the rest of that hour for stomach purging, 2 hours for medical attention, 2 hours for clean the retreat, 2 hours for beatings by Prophet, 1 minute of free time, disciple's choice, self-flagellation or meditation on productivity, followed by no food the next day, and sleep. I don't like it. Holy crap, okay, this complex is huge. Hey, Chef.
The Prophet of Profitability has changed my life. Her seminars are worth every bit.
Uh-huh. Got some places to break into, which is nice. There always has to be a cult, doesn't there? Sounds like your work schedule. Bless your heart. Cult and or cannibals. Or both. Cult of cannibals. Fine young cannibals. Just looking to see if there's any... And that leads down to the lower floors. This is just all their quarters. Don't see anything like super important for us to loot. Other than the skulls are kind of a thing. But I think there's plenty of corpses around that finding skulls probably not that big of a problem. So I'll tell you what we're going to do, guys. I think this is a great place to go ahead and end the stream. When we get back, we will have a chat with the Prophet of Profitability and kind of see, oh, not shoot her, not yet, kind of see where her headspace is at. And obviously it's going to lead to like other areas of the I think this is the second floor kind of thing. So I'm not sure. Oh no, there's an elevator right there. Oh. There's a cave system. Oh, there's a huge cave system. All right. So things are probably definitely going to get interesting. But yeah, we'll see what happens next time. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you haven't followed the Twitch channel, please do so. I try and stream on Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, random times in between. And if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below, as well as a link to my Extra Life page where I'm raising money for my local Children's Miracle Network hospital via the incredible Extra Life charity. So please check out those links if you feel so inclined. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. And we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.